Why men no longer check out women at the gym. A lot of women assume that men at gyms are secretly obsessing or judging them while they're working out. Or some women are like, well, why don't men look at me anymore? The reality is most men are trying their best to not even look at you or acknowledge you. I keep seeing more and more videos of women saying they want women-only gyms. And for a lot of men, they feel mutually about that. They want men-only gyms. So for a lot of men, they don't want to be labeled as creepy. And I keep seeing tons of videos of women recording men who are staring at them at the gym, and you watch these videos very carefully, and the man might glance over her at for 2 seconds, if that. Or sometimes you even see a TV in that general direction and it's obvious he's watching the TV. He's not just while she's working out. A lot of men know that if they so much as look at a woman for 2 seconds, she's probably filming. There's probably a camera somewhere and it's going to be posted on the internet. Even though I've noticed a lot of women who do this, they're working out in a way, they have the camera angled a specific way, where it's not like, here, let me show you how to do this specific workout. It's more, oh, look at my nice butt. Look at my nice body. I mean, isn't that the same thing as a man looking at you at the gym? I mean, people could be staring at your video or rewatching it. It's the same thing. You don't know that. But in general, a man will generally just look in the general direction and all of a sudden he's being blasted online as this creep. Also, filming has become so common in gyms, it's kind of awkward. I mean, if you have a specific setup that's kind of funky, he may happen to glance over for a second. Are men not allowed to look at their environment as they exist? That's something I always forget that men can't do that women can. We can look around freely and just enjoy a walk or whatever we're doing, but men don't have that same privilege that women do. And a lot of men don't want to be on your video. They don't want to be filmed. And not enough women are covering the face of people at the gym. So if they post on social media, he might be thrown on someone's social media, even though he doesn't want to be on that. Next, men are at the gym so they can work out, not so they can look at you. Believe it or not, men don't go to the gym thinking, oh, I can't wait to stare at women and make them feel uncomfortable. No, they're going to do their workout, lift, run, whatever it is. And what a lot of women always forget for some weird reason is your attractiveness is not enough. You could be the most beautiful woman on the planet, but if you have a nasty attitude or a bad personality, he's not going to want to be with you. A man may glance over at you and walk away. And despite the mixed messaging men are constantly getting, they're realizing it's just not worth it anymore in general. Because I'm seeing more and more women post videos, well, why don't men approach anymore in real life? I want to meet a man in real life. Okay, great. Give him your phone number. You approach. Because for a lot of men, it's not worth what could happen. You might be filming him. Women don't realize that men genuinely do not want you to feel unsafe or uncomfortable or step on your boundaries. So if they think there's even a chance where them approaching or them looking at you might make you feel unsafe, even if it seems irrational, they won't do it. They won't take that risk. And some women assume that any man that glances at them is checking them out or finds them attractive. We all know that woman that's just oh my gosh, did you see that man checking me out? And they have that story 20 times a day. It's no, Shelby. Yeah, you're a pretty woman, but not every man that glances at you for a half a second is checking you out. Not every man wants you. What in the conceited? Also, have you ever considered you might be doing something weird? You might be wearing something weird. You might be making loud noises. You may be doing the workout wrong. He needs that machine. If you're doing anything odd that brings attention to yourself, yeah, a person might glance over. It's kind of like those silly videos that I know are skits where a woman will be walking with her boyfriend and then she makes a face at a group of men and they'll turn around to look at her because, again, she made a funny face. And then she's filming them and it's oh, look at who checked me out. I saw that trending for a while. I thought it was funny. But that's what that kind of reminds me of. Sometimes women will purposely dress a certain way or act a certain way and then they get mad at men for paying attention to them. I saw a video of a woman walking in a literal gym wearing lingerie. She was not covered whatsoever. It was bad. And it's okay, if you're going to be dressed like that, then yeah, people are going to stare at you because you're not wearing appropriate clothing for the environment. And a lot of men are actually wanting dress codes, I've heard, because some women wear so little at the gym and then they get mad for men for glancing over. But I mean, again, you're dressed kind of weird. You're gonna like grab attention. Like if a man walks in a chicken suit, you're probably going to be staring at him. And I would argue in some situations, men will actually avoid looking at more attractive women on purpose because he knows you get a lot more attention than maybe a woman that's a little bit less attractive. And he knows that you're probably going to be more fed up and more annoyed by it. So if you're like a woman that's maybe in the middle of the attractiveness scale, then you actually might have more men looking at you realistically. And to be fair, most men find most women fairly attractive. That's the nice thing about being a woman is you don't have to be like a perfect 10 to find a boyfriend that genuinely loves you, whereas women aren't like that. They find a very small sliver of men attractive. And yes, a lot of men at the gym are in relationships. They're not looking at you to date you. They're looking at you because you happen to be in the way or you happen to exist. You're a person. People look around. Are men supposed to just like looking at the floor 24/7? Are they supposed to like have folders? Like in school when you're taking a test and they put folders around your desk. I don't know if they still do that. But yeah, like, what are you expecting? Men can't even exist normally.